Hey everyone, this is Miss Lee. I hope everybody's staying healthy. It's time to get back to it. So I'm making a video to kind of help you through some of these lessons. So for today's lesson, we're going to talk about the nature of solutions of a system of linear equations. So basically, the point here is to determine if our solution is unique, no solution, or infinitely many solutions. Okay, so each of our answers will either be unique, no solution, or infinitely many solutions. So in order to determine that, the first thing we have to do is get our two separate equations in our solution in the same form. Remember, we have standard form, which would be an example of our top equation, 3x plus 4y equals 5. That's standard form. And we also have slope-intercept form. And an example of slope-intercept form would be y equals mx plus b. So negative 3/4 would be our x, or would be our m. X plus 1 would be our b. Okay, so remember we have to get it in the same form to determine if it is unique, no solution, or infinitely many solutions. So the easiest thing here to do is probably going to be to change our standard form into slope-intercept form. So we're going to take 3x plus 4y equals 5. So remember, to get it in slope-intercept form, we want y to be on the side by itself. So we need to take this x, this 3x, and move it to the other side. So we have 4y equals negative 3x plus 5. Okay, and I know that y'all don't have calculators at home, so just do your very best. Now to get y by itself, we have to divide everything by 4. So that's going to give us y equals negative 3 over 4x plus 5 over 4. Okay, so now we're going to compare this equation with this equation. All right, so remember, whenever we're deciding if it's unique, no solution, or infinitely many solutions, we have to compare slopes first. So whenever they're both in slope-intercept form, we compare our slopes. In this case, both of our slopes are negative 3/4. Okay, so they have the same slope, but if you'll notice, they have different y-intercepts. So if you'll go back to what we learned before spring break, you would know that that's going to be no solution because they're going to be parallel. They start at different points on the y-axis, but they have the same slope. So the answer to this one would be no solution. All right. For number 2, we're doing the same thing, but this time they're both in standard form. So before spring break, we learned that you could take each number in front of x and divide them, each number in front of y and divide them, and then each of your last numbers and divide them. And if you get the same thing each time, then you'll have a solution. If not, then we'll have to look at what's going on after that. Okay, so let's see if our slopes are the same. So 7x, and then this would be 1x. So we're going to do 7 divided by 1, gives us 7. Then we have 2x and negative 1x. 2x divided by negative 1 is going to give us negative 2. And then we have negative 4 and 5. So we got 7, negative 2, and negative 4 over 5. So that means that we're not going to have no solution. We're going to have a unique solution. Okay? And then on our last one, remember, if we get the same thing every time that we divide, that means that we have the same slope and the same y-intercept point, and that will give us infinitely many solutions. Okay, so 9x and 3x. 9 divided by 3 equals 3. 6 divided by 2. 6 divided by 2 equals 3, and 3 divided by 1. 3 divided by 1 equals 3. So each time we divided, we got 3. So that tells us that we're going to have infinitely many solutions.